It's officially day 9 of building a service business at 20 years old. Some exciting news this morning. Someone reached out to me and they were like, hey, I need an estimate on this. So I was hoping that you guys could stop by and either do it or give me an estimate. And boom, I landed the estimate for 1:30 p.m. So I'm just going to eat something really quickly and then Xavier and I are going to go take care of that job. But guys, day 1 of building the service business, we didn't have anybody calling us. And today, day 9, we have our first call. So already that's some growth and I'm excited for this journey. And for those of you who are trying to start your business or really figure out how to grow and get more clients, I was thinking about putting together a little group chat on Discord or Telegram where people can actually ask their questions to business owners. I have quite a few friends and I've met quite a lot of entrepreneurs over the years. So I was thinking about getting them involved in this group chat, and then anybody who has questions could just go in and ask. And yeah, I was thinking about that. So let me know what you guys think. But yes, after we do this job, I have probably a few things to do online. And then I also have a meeting later today with my brother and our employee Jet from back home in Washington. And we are going to talk about expansion because we're thinking about adding in another location for Ren's window cleaning and really trying to get to that first $1 million. Once I have that first million in my pocket, guys, I think that's just going to be, well, that's one of my first goals that I've been setting for a little while now. So that's going to be really cool to hit. And then it's just going to keep growing and growing and growing and figuring out how I can do better, how I can expand more, how I can help more clients, and then eventually what other businesses I can start. But definitely, this is all part of it, guys. This is just me talking to you because this is sometimes the way I feel. I feel like I try hard and I work as hard as possible, but the results don't always show. And that's in business and videos and sometimes just life. But it's okay because at the end of the day, guys, I have to keep going. I haven't done this a million times yet. Once I do this a million times and then I don't see results, then I can say, okay, I need to switch up my game plan. But I think that eventually as I grow, people are going to love these videos and people are going to be going back and watching and ideally being inspired and wanting to work hard and do better in whatever they can. Absolutely gorgeous day here in Charleston. We're actually in the Mount Pleasant area, but look at the community, beautiful. So we're about to head over to this guy's house and actually clean the windows. He mentioned he wants the insides done, and here in Charleston we're trying to refrain from doing the insides. But since we're so new and this could be a good client who could spread the word about our business, I was just like, all right, sure, we'll do the insides. So I have over here the Dawn's dish soap. This is going to be for cleaning those inside windows and making sure that the scrubber stays nice and soapy. And this is the scrubber I'll use. Not the nicest, but I'm pretty good with it. And the reason that we have that is just for jobs where, you know, a homeowner may request a couple inside windows done. So over here, I have the buckets for the job. I'm going to get those prepped, clean them out, so that way for the job we're all set. And then we're going to make sure everything looks great for this guy. So if you guys are new to the channel, we have a window cleaning business here in Charleston that we just started. I have 2 businesses back home that I'm growing as well with my brother. But here I moved here with my best friend to really try to start something new and build it bigger than ever. And this journey that I'm documenting online is really just to show you guys that it is possible. There's ups, there's downs, but regardless, you have to keep moving forward and pushing. Regardless of how other people are doing, you have to keep forward and pushing. Regardless of how easy it may come, you have to keep forward and pushing. Keep moving on forward and pushing. It's all part of life and it's all part of the grind. So I'll talk to you guys when we're at the job. Just finished up the first window clean here for McGarry. We took care of the inside and outside windows on the sunroom and really just making sure everything looked great. He was happy and he said he's going to use us in the spring. So now we're going to go check up on our other neighbor Dewey and see if he wants the windows cleaned. Someone also reached out on Nextdoor inquiring about our services, a quote for window cleaning and potentially gutter cleaning. And as you guys know, we're trying to build up a subscription-based business model here so we can have reoccurring revenue because that's one of the struggles with window cleaning. So rather than just giving this guy a normal $200, $300 quote, Xavier's really going to try to push him to potentially just subscribe for our services. That way he can get the deals we're offering. So Xavier's going to give him a call right now. Let's go.
Hello, Carson. This is Xavier with Charleston's Best Window Cleaners. I see here that you reached out on Nextdoor. I just wanted to kind of discuss and give you an estimate. If you are interested, give me a call at this number. This is 206-539-7726. I can break down prices, direct you to our website, and we can go from there. Thanks for your time.
Just like that, Xavier said just enough, but not too much, so that way he calls back and can inquire about more. we're gonna go knock our neighbor Dewey right here. He said he needs some window cleaning, so ideally, I don't know if he's home, but ideally we can just get that scheduled really quickly and then maybe do it either today or sometime later this week. He was not there, so we're now gonna go get our haircuts, and then
They're all closed Sunday.
so we may not even be able to get a haircut because it's closed.
All of them.
Damn. Okay, so everything's closed apparently, but yes, guys, that's $30 made each today. Not too much, but I am happy that we got our first call back. That is progress. So I think we're gonna just figure out what to do. Maybe beach or maybe find a different barber, and then we're gonna go keep working and just really building this business. Because there was no barber shops open, Xavier and I were like, okay, we might as well just go try to knock and help someone out for free, clean their front windows, and get that 5-star review. Well, nothing. Everybody is like, no, don't bother. No, 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 no. So we just decided to come back home. I'm going to take a shower, work on some stuff, and then, yeah. A little bit frustrating, though, just to see that we are offering free services and they still don't want it. Back in my room after just a day of doing a little bit of jobs, working on the computer, trying to build this business. Okay, I can't even lie, guys. I'm not even 100% sure what I'm doing to build this business. I sometimes feel like I'm doing nothing. Going out there, knocking, I feel like it doesn't lead to any results. I know it was overall not a bad day, but this is what makes me question this business. Like, am I doing enough to even expand? Because that's the thing that stresses me out, guys, is like, the steps are so unclear for me on how to build a service business that I question, what am I doing? Is what I'm doing right? And it's frustrating. I don't see a lot of growth, and I want to hit my first $1 million. And I've been working at this now for a few years, but it feels like there just hasn't been crazy amounts of growth. So this is just what's frustrating. Like, yeah, we got our first call today, which is great. We're starting to get some people recognizing who we are. But how can I actually scale this business to that first $1 million? I want to pocket my first $1 million, and I want to help my brother, I want to help my friends and grow. But this business is so frustrating because, yes, we made $30 today, but that's really nothing in comparison to if I was grinding for 2 months and I did $15,000. So these are just the struggles about business. And then I got a call from my brother. That bird's going crazy, guys. But then I get a call from my brother, and he's telling me that a client's pissed. He thinks we scratched all the glass, even after this is our second time doing him. And now he wants $35,000, or he wants to see if the insurance will go through. And if it doesn't, then he wants to take us legally in court. Absolutely frustrating, guys. And this is just the behind the scenes of building a business. That bird needs to shut up. But the reason I'm making this, guys, is because starting a business is not easy. Like, I don't even know the steps to grow this and to really hit that first $1 million. I have someone who wants to invest in me and give me money, but I really don't know where I'd use it or where I'd put it to actually start growing and making more sales. I feel like anytime I get money, I sort of just save it and reinvest it back into real estate or whatever. But guys, I want some of your advice because this is genuinely frustrating. I'm 20 years old and I feel a little bit clueless on where I am in life. When I was at school, I tried to start my service business there. That generated about 50, 60 grand, which is good, but it's like, what do I do with that? Now I'm not there. I'm probably going to sell it for like 20, 30 grand or 15 to 20 grand, but I'm just a little bit uncertain about what I need to be doing in life right now to hit that first $1 million. And that's something that I've been struggling with for a while. And when I have situations like this where a client's coming after us for a certain amount of money, it makes me question, like, did I choose the right business? But then at the end of the day, I know that regardless of what business I'm in, there's going to be issues. This is one of the truths about business, guys, that I still haven't been able to understand. When starting a service business, how can I take it and grow it? I understand sort of how to start it, but how can I actually expand and start reaching that $1 million? It's frustrating when I read about these companies, plumbing and HVAC companies, and how they were in business for 2 years, they grew it to 20, 30 million, and now they sold or expanded. I'm trying to figure out how can I do that for my business? And maybe it's because the demand, right? Windows are sort of a luxury and they're not necessarily needed, but HVAC, plumbing, heating, air, all that is a necessity. If your house gets super cold, you need to call them right away. If your house has issues with plumbing, that's something that's very important and you need to handle. It's not necessarily like, oh, it'd be nice to have that done, like Windows. This is just something that I struggle with, guys, and that is a reality of this business. And I feel like every day when I'm working on the computer back home, I'm doing more for my businesses back home than I'm actually doing here. Because this business takes time to grow, but I want to start seeing more results and bigger ticket jobs. So this is just something that I'm dealing with. But here shortly, guys, I have a worker who also feels like he's a really good worker, but he feels like he hasn't been growing enough in this company and that he hasn't seen a huge increase in pay. So we have a meeting with him to discuss options because he's thinking about switching jobs and doing something else. But that's where the good news is, right? Like, because I have that investor who's interested in me, is I was thinking about maybe using some of that money to pay this guy, my employee slash worker slash friend, a salary. That way he could start up another location, feel like he's doing something good, and get paid much better. I know that was a lot to talk about in such little time. I'm just a little bit stressed and holding this camera is a bit heavy. But I will keep you guys posted on that when we have the meeting here in the next 30 minutes. This is all part of the journey. I know it's stressful, I know it's frustrating, but I generally sometimes feel like I'm doing nothing. So I'll talk to you guys in a bit. I just had a nice long talk with my brother about how we plan to build, what we plan to do in the future, and if this business is going to be the one to get us to that $1,000,000. And we both agreed that, okay, look, this business is a pain in the ass right now. It's frustrating. There's companies that could be making us so much more money. But at the end of the day, we have someone who wants to invest in us. We have good connections, and we can always do side journeys and build those as well. So I just want to say thank you to my brother. I absolutely love you, and it's amazing to have a brother, guys, because I'm telling you, it's one of the greatest blessings, especially if you're very close like we are. So we plan on, yes, let's continue to build this. It's stressful. It's a pain in the ass. We're not together right now, but I'm going to keep building here, and then we're going to use some of that Michael's money and some of our investors' money and really expand and build Ren's window cleaning. But rather than just like starting off frugal, not willing to spend money, instead we're going to plan to get a manager, get a door-to-door sales rep, get a truck, get flyers, get the license, get high quality equipment, get the washer and dryer for the rags, and really build the hell out of that company. So you guys are going to start seeing me build this journey, and not just with me, but with my brother and, my friends, my family, etc. But rather than just making this a challenge or a series about, okay, just building a business, it's going to be reaching that $1,000,000. So that's what I'm going to start titling these videos. Day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4 of reaching $1,000,000 or of building to $1,000,000. And I'm also now going to start looking for some real estate properties here today, right now. And I'm going to look for some just little things that I can do to make some money on the side. Because I want that, guys. I want a Lamborghini on my birthday or somewhere near it. I know I can do it. And I realized, like, look, maybe I am working hard, but I need to be working harder and being more diligent. So there's no excuses. Let's make this thing happen. And after hopping on that call with my brother, it makes me feel so much better. I am now going to look for some properties in the area that we could fix and flip. And then I was telling my brother as a joke, like, we could even go talk to some Hispanics or some people that are really hardworking around the area and say, look, do you guys have anybody or any other friends that do this? We want to partner with you guys. I want you guys to help me with this project. Estimate it. If the numbers are right, let's move forward and let's resell it and all make money. But this is going to be a huge year. This is the year that I make $1,000,000. Let's fucking go. I'm telling you, I can do it. You can do it. Let's all do it. And I know that big things are coming. So struggles are part of the journey. Questioning my life, questioning the business, questioning everything I've ever done is part of life and business. But what I know is I'm going to move forward. I'm going to keep grinding, and big things are coming. I'm going to work on the computer now. I'm going to get stuff done. But I'm telling you guys, this is going to be a good journey. If you're watching this right now, thank you. If you're watching this years from now, when I am more successful and I've built up my businesses and ideally I've inspired you, I want to say thank you. And I know you can do the same. Work as hard as you can. Do everything you can. There's going to be times when you're stressing, when you're struggling, but you have to keep going. Thank you guys for watching. This concludes day 9. Let's fucking go. Talk to you guys tomorrow.